Hey everybody, hope you're doing good today. Neil the Knife Guy here. Long time no see, right? I've been working really hard the last 2 months and haven't had too much spare time to do videos or really anything else but sleep. A lot of you know where I'm coming from with that. Sometimes sort of work and life takes over and you don't have so much spare time to do videos or any other hobbies that you do. But just wanted to get a video out. Has been a while, so I want to get back into the swing of things. So I'm going to do a sort of EDC overview, what I've been carrying the last couple months. I don't really have too many EDC items that are true everyday carries, something I have on me literally every single day, day in, day out. But I do have a few right here on my keys. For in fact, I have my Victorinox Classic in this translucent purple. Just a good little tool to have on your keys every day. And alongside that I have my Night Eyes doohickey, just a pry bar, has a bottle opener and a little bit of a ratchet. Just a house key, if I need a car key I put it on. Been walking a lot lately, so don't have that on here now. And just my little minion dude. So that's a true EDC item right there. Along with that, something I've been carrying every day, day in, day out, ever since I found it, is my Victorinox Spirit X here. Great multi-tool. I recently got hired on for some contract work for a major retail store. They're opening up a new store here where I live, so I've been building that store, assembling the shelves, putting them in, bolting them in. Doing some miscellaneous carpentry work around the store to get it actually open for business. And this has been invaluable for me. Bending the racking so it actually fits together. A lot of it came sort of warped, so bending 4mm thick steel plates into shape and just taking the warps out of them with this. Very handy tool. Been doing some minor hammering with this also. So putting it through its paces pretty much, just hammering with the edge here just to get some stuff fitted together. And it's hooking it like a champ and comes back for more. Recently purchased a sheath for that so I could carry it on my belt off eBay. This was a secondhand sheath. This is actually meant for this tool, so it fits it really well. Slides nicely in there and there's no rattle or anything to it. Only thing I don't like about the sheath is the Velcro. It's holding up well, but if I had my way it'd be a snap closure to the sheath. But that's something I do carry every single day. And the last thing I do carry every single day is just a handkerchief here. Been working really hard, like I said, and it's been 28 degrees almost every day here. And use this just to wipe the sweat off my brow so it doesn't go in my eyes. So those are my main EDC items that I carry every single day. But along with this, I do rotate out certain fixed blades and certain folding knives. So maybe just move this off to the back here. So along with that, I keep in my belt, that I keep in my pocket, and that I keep usually in a cargo pocket in my pants or shorts, depending what I'm wearing. Usually have a chapstick on me too. That's sort of self-explanatory. Just go over the fixed blades that I have been carrying. I really like carrying my Spartan blade Enyo. I made this sheath for it just so it sits in my front right pocket next to my folding knife. You can see sort of it's bent or contoured to actually form to my leg, and that's just from over time of actually carrying this. This knife, the Spartan Blade Enyo, is one of my favorites. Really glad that I actually picked this knife up. Quite expensive for what you actually get. It is S35 VN steel, about 6¼ inches long. Canadian, I paid all in taxes $200 for this, so that's quite expensive for such a little neck knife or EDC fixed blade. But it's definitely a quality blade. Not everybody's cup of tea, I know that, but if you're into sort of neck knives or small fixed blades like this, you may want to check this one out. Has some great jimping up top, a lot of good handholds for doing all sorts of different tasks, breaking down cardboard, ripping open boxes. I bring this a lot out to just do some minor wood carvings too, and it's really good for that. You could get your thumb right up on top here and get some power behind that small blade, and it makes a lot of tasks really comfortable for actually a no-handled knife or a skeletonized handled knife. The tip on this is quite stout. You don't have to worry about breaking the tip off, and I've done some prying with this and you can see that it's perfect. Just a great knife overall. Another fixed blade that I have been carrying, maybe in the last week or so, I usually clip it onto my keys, is this here, the CRKT Minimalist. I took the bead blast off of this blade because I do not like bead blasted blades. They tend to rust no matter what I do, no matter what steel they are, they tend to rust on me. So I ended up taking the scales off this and polishing up the blade, and like it that much more because of it now. Great little sheath on this. In fact, it's probably one of the best sheaths I've gotten with a knife, and for the price point, it's pretty stellar. What I usually do when carrying this knife nowadays is I have a spare S-clip by Night Eyes on here, and I just end up clipping it on to that, slipping it in my pocket, and then it's a part of my sort of key carry. And last but definitely not least is something I got recently. This is a Northeastern Blades custom Skinner knife. S35VN steel, heat treated to 58.5 Rockwell hardness, and that's right where this steel wants to be for ultimate toughness and ultimate edge holding ability. Really love this knife. Double black G10 handles here. It does have blue liners, which you can see there. Just a great knife. I've carried this around town a few times now and carried it out in the bush about 4 or 5 times, and this has replaced my K-Bar BK17. Just an awesome knife overall. Stout blade all the way out to the tip here. You can get some prying, batoning. This knife can do it all. I've done some food prep with this, cut up some tomatoes and onions, and just a stellar knife. Add to the fact that this is an awesome knife, that it's made by a fellow Canadian and YouTuber, Canadian Sheepdog, CDN Sheepdog. Go check his channel out, guys. He also has a YouTube channel of his actual custom knife making, which is Northeastern Blades. Just a great guy overall, and really proud to own this knife. You can see the contouring here to the handle. Super comfortable in hand. Fits my hand perfectly. And just a great size knife. Awesome sheath that he made with it too, with that sort of cryptek pattern kydex. The backside is just black G10. Fits a tech lock nicely. He has a clip that goes with this that you could bolt on the tech lock, but I ended up just drilling another hole to attach it right to the sheath. Awesome sheath. The retention is great on it, and just a overall stellar knife. So that's the main fixed blades that I have been carrying. Maybe just go into some flashlights that I've been carrying. I've been carrying these 2 through nights for the last 2 years about. The first one being the Archer 1A V2. Love this light. Has 4 modes, rear clicky switch. It does have a strobe if you hold down the function mode here. Just a great light overall. Love that it takes AA batteries. And if I don't carry that, I carry my Through Night T10S. Just another great light. Sort of bare bones for our modern flashlights. 3 modes and that's it. But really all you need for a everyday carry flashlight. Tough flashlight too, because it's all stainless steel. So that's what I've been carrying for flashlights. Now just getting into the folding knives that I have been carrying. I've been getting back to my roots, sort of, to speak. Carrying certain knives that I've had for quite some time now. 2 of them being the ones that you see before you. The Kershaw Leak here. been carrying that once again and really been loving it. Just overall, it's a great EDC knife, great utility knife. As long as you're not being stupid with your blades, this thin tip here really helps you out for a lot of tasks, a lot of precision work. And for the price you pay for one of these, it's actually a really awesome knife. There's no blade play you can muscle into this knife whatsoever. Secure lockup, great action. What else could you ask for? So I've been carrying that one. Also been carrying this Kershaw Shuffle. Just a great little blade overall. Paid 17 bucks for this when I did get it a couple years ago, and it's just been a really great knife. Very comfortable, very compact. You get a really thin grind to it, which is nice. This is another one that I also took the bead blast off and just polished it up the blade. Like I said before, don't like bead blasted blades whatsoever. Doesn't matter what steel it is. For me, I've always tended to get rust on it, so I usually take that off nowadays, and really love this knife even more so now. So I've been carrying that one also. The one I'm actually carrying today is the Spyderco Delica. Just a great everyday carry knife. You're not going to get prying done with this, but you don't really need that in an everyday carry. Nice thin blade stock, so you're going to be able to slice very effortlessly. Great action on it, and Spyderco does a back lock really well. Also been carrying another back lock by Spyderco a lot, and this is the Native 5 G10 S35 VN steel. Just a great small knife. Love the blade shape on that with the swedge up here. This has been a definite joy to carry. Very comfortable in hand. Just a really nice knife. Moving to sort of the other side of the spectrum for folding blades, I've been carrying my Benchmade 710 a lot. This is a large folder to me, 4-inch blade, 5-inch handle, just a great knife. Definitely get a lot of work done with this. D2 blade steel, one of my favorite blade steels overall. Just a tough steel. I like that this handle is not as sort of formed as a lot of the other ones. It just gives you a lot of different hand holding abilities, and doesn't really feel uncomfortable in any sort of position you hold this in. So I've been carrying that quite often. Actually got a deep carry pocket clip from Benchmade for this, because I prefer this style of clip over to the actual Emerson style clip just on this knife. It is a large knife, so I carry it deep in the pocket, and it's really been making this knife that much more easily carried by me, whether it be in my right pocket or in a cargo pants pocket. Just slide these over so I get some room. Like always, carry my paramilitary too. I carry this knife maybe 3 days out of every week. It's really hard to knock this knife out of my pocket just for the amount of utility you get out of it. If you guys own one of these, you already know what I'm talking about. Paramilitary 2 is one of those knives that is just a great user knife. Great ergonomics no matter how you want to hold it. Compression lock, which is one of my favorite locks. You get a lot of strength out of that lock and a lot of actual toughness from that lock. This doesn't have any blade play and it's super smooth. Another Benchmade is the Mini Striker here. Love the Tanto shaped blade on this knife. For utility tasks, it's hard to beat a Tanto. You get that secondary point here, which makes a lot of tasks very, very easy to do, and you get a nice acute tip here. I like Benchmade for the thickness of their blades. It's not too thick, not too thin, just where you want for an EDC knife. and their 154 cm is really good. Besides that, I've been carrying my Sage also. This is another knife that's hard to knock out of my pocket or carry another blade. Usually every day I have to sort of justify to myself which knife I'm going to carry between these two, or which knife is going to actually take the spot of these two in my pocket, because these are my two favorite knives, for folding knives, that is. Just a great user knife, the Sage is. Really looking forward to the Sage 5 that's coming out with the compression lock. As soon as that knife hits stores, I am buying one. Knife is super smooth, just drops free as soon as you take the pressure off the lock bar. Deep carry wire pocket clip, one of the best by Spyderco. Easy to get in and out of your pocket. Doesn't hang up at all when you go to retrieve it from your pocket or put it back. Besides that, the last knife I have been carrying this last 2 months would be my Spyderco Domino. CTX XHP steel is slowly becoming one of my favorites. It's a more rust resistant version sort of D2 steel, so you get that toughness and then you get that added corrosion resistance. A lot of people don't like this scale, but I do, so it's all really personal preference when it comes to looks, right? The action on this is great, super smooth, flies out, and you could sort of actuate this any which way you want. Titanium lock side with that stainless steel interface, black pocket clip, just a nice knife overall. Good size too. If I had to pick a size of knife to carry, this would be the overall size. It's not too small, not too big. You could take it out in public and use it and people won't look at you sort of funny. So I think that's it for the stuff I've been carrying the last 2 months. So I'm going to cut this video off here, guys. I got a video coming of sort of a review of the Northeastern Blades Skinner here. In that video I'm going to have some test footage just showing you some usage of this. So stay tuned for that, guys. And I should be back doing videos more regularly in the next week or so. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for sticking around, guys. Have a great day.